Welcome to Full Body Wellness. My name is Melissa, your yoga teacher and fitness coach. If you flow through this practice and you love it, you want to see more of it, don't forget to like and subscribe down below. And there is going to be a link to my website, which has a full on-demand library, and that's also accessible through an app. You can find that link in the description below as well. That is fullbodywellnessaz.com. Welcome back to your mat, Full Body Wellness. Today's flow, we are going to need a block, a yoga block, a small pillow. You could fold up a towel or a blanket. Keep that near your mat because we're going to use it towards the end of the practice. And this one is a little bit longer than normal. We're going to go just up to about 60 minutes to a full hour, but I promise it will be well worth your time. We are going to begin front onto the mat in a child's pose position. Finding your knees, big toes together, slide your tailbone back and reach your hands to the top of your mat. Let your head settle into the floor, your belly drop between your thighs. And if you'd like to make this supportive, you can bring your block underneath your forehead, your chest, or maybe even underneath your tailbone. We're going to flow through a couple series today that find us down on our knees. If you are uncomfortable bringing your knees to the floor for whatever reason, feel free to hover your leg, just don't bring it down. Or some of these can be done down on your stomach. If you get through the practice and you are not happy with any of those variations, get creative, put something in its place, and then join back in when you're ready. I want you to settle into your breath. Maybe give a little bit of rocking into your hips and your shoulders. Just take some time to withdraw from the space around you. Settle in to this practice. Anchor in to your breath. Let it guide your every movement and moment through this flow. Give yourself length up your arms, across your shoulder blades, and down into your tailbone. Reach your fingertips longer and start to engage your arms. You're going to hover your elbows here off the floor. And find some energy down your back. Inhale, shift your weight up and forward. Exhale, slide your hands beneath your shoulders. Come to find a tabletop. Dropping your belly, lift your chest. Inhale, cow. Exhale, round, tuck your chin to cat. Inhale, big scoop through your heart, cow pose. Exhale, round through cat, pulling your shoulder blades wide apart. Once more, inhale. Exhale, round. Puppy pose or Anahatasana. Inhale, separate your knees again, but keep your toes tucked. And as you exhale, walk your hands towards the top of the mat, tenting your fingers, and drop your chin down towards the ground. This is going to give you a beautiful arch through your spine, sending your weight up and back into your hips, up to the sky. Elbows are going to be hovering off the floor. This is going to keep you engaged in your arms. Bring that curve all the way to your hands. As you take your breath in, start to lift your hips, slide your hands back underneath your shoulders, and reset to tabletop. Right leg is now going to extend straight back as you draw your breath in. Exhale, slide your left hand forward. Option to keep your fingers on the floor. Lift slightly through your chest, your tailbone. Exhale, elbow to knee, take a crunch. Inhale to extend. Exhale, find your crunch. Inhale to extend. You could just move arm or leg. Exhale one more time. Breathe into lift. Exhale to crunch. You're going to send your right leg back. Inhale, lower your left palm to the floor. Exhale, take a push-up. Bend your elbows, drop your chin. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, reach your chin to the floor. Inhale, keep engaged through your hips by pushing into your back foot. Exhale, push up. Inhale, tabletop. Let your right knee come back in. Breathe out, draw your navel and reset your energy to your core. Left leg slides on back, inhale. Exhale, right fingers reach. Inhale, take a small arch, almost like a cow. Exhale, elbow to knee crunch. Inhale to reach. Exhale, crunch. Remember, you can keep your hand on the floor or move just the arm or leg. Exhale. You've got one more. Breathe and lift. Exhale to crunch. You're going to set your right hand to the floor. Inhale, left leg goes back. Exhale, push up. Elbows bend, drop your chin. Inhale, press up. Two more. Exhale. Inhale, there we go. One more time. Press your way up. Inhale, draw your knee in, tucking your toes. Exhale, downward facing dog. Press up and back and give yourself a moment to pedal, to move, to shift. You might drop both heels towards the floor or one at a time. We're going to take a little walk up to the top of your mat. Lots of little steps to get there. Exhale, forward fold, soften your knees, clasp your elbows, and just sway. We're going to come back to this one often. This is your rag doll, using it as a moment to relax and release. Sweep your arms overhead, extended mountain pose, take a big high reach. Exhale, clasp your hands behind your back. Press down through your knuckles and lift up through your heart space. Inhale, brace this baby back bend. And exhale, power into the back of your body. Arms circle overhead, inhale. Forward fold, exhale, reach your hands to the floor. Step your right leg back, lowering your knee to the ground. Exhale, low lunge, arms overhead. Inhale, hands to the floor, lift off your back knee. Exhale, knees, chest, chin, left leg back, bend your way down to the ground. Baby cobra, inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Right leg steps through your thumbs, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Extended mountain pose, Utthita Tadasana. Sweep your arms overhead. Forward fold, Uttanasana, reach down. Low lunge, step your left foot back, knee drops to the ground. Exhale, sweep your hands high. Inhale, lunge. Knees, chest, chin. Exhale, work your way down or feel free to stop at tabletop. Inhale, baby cobra or cow. Downward facing dog, exhale. Left leg through your thumbs, inhale. Forward fold, breathe out, take a moment. Extended mountain pose, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Low lunge, inhale, right leg back and down. Exhale, hands reach as you push your hips forward. Inhale, set your hands. This time you might stay on your toes. Exhale, chaturanga straight down. Flip your feet. Inhale, upward facing dog. Downward facing dog, scoop your hips high. Step your right foot through your thumbs. Forward fold, Uttanasana. Let's continue to flow. Arms overhead, inhale. Exhale, reach low. Left leg back and down, low lunge. Exhale, reach high. Inhale, hands plant. Toes, knees, or tabletop. Exhale your way towards the floor. Inhale, open up. Downward facing dog, exhale. Step your left foot through your thumbs, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Pause. Clasp your elbows, hang your head. We take our first recovery. Continuing to build our heat, build our energy. We're going to add some intensity to this. You can stay with the knees, chest, chin. You can stay with your tabletop. Inhale, chair, Utkatasana. Sit your hips back, circle your hands high. Exhale, hollow out your middle to brace your belly. Hands come higher. Inhale. Forward fold. Exhale. Listen to this. Halfway lift. Hands to shins. Inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. Walk, step, or float. Knees, toes, or tabletop. Inhale, lift your heart space. Exhale, downward facing dog to pause. Right leg sweeps into the air, three-legged dog. Hip opener. Exhale, bend your knee, open your hip out to the side. Inhale, straighten your right leg. Exhale, warrior one. Step your right foot through your thumbs, spiral your left heel down. Inhale, arms sweep overhead, hips are aimed at the top of your mat. Exhale, clasp or just reach your hands behind your back. Breathe and lift a bit higher. Humble warrior. Exhale, bow forward so your right shoulder comes to your right knee. Hang your head and take a peek at your left foot behind you. Nice reminder to plant into your heel and grip the earth with your toes. Inhale, release your hands, lift your back heel, forward fold. Exhale, feet step together. Chair, inhale, sit into your squat, circle your hands high. Stay put as you breathe out. Hips drop low as you inhale, hands come higher. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. Walk, step or hop, knees, toes, or tabletop. Inhale, lift. Downward facing dog, exhale. Left leg sweeps, three-legged dog. Exhale, bend your knee, open your hip. Inhale to straighten. Exhale, warrior one. Step your foot through, drop your back heel. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, take your hands, reach behind. Now we're being mindful that our knee is over our ankle. We're not letting the knee press forward. Find devotional warrior. Exhale, bow forward, shoulder to ear, where you keep your hips low, you keep engaged in your legs, and you let go of the stress in your neck. Stretch through your shoulders, through your chest. Hands release, inhale, lift your back heel. Exhale, forward fold. Circle your arms up to the sky. Inhale, overhead reach. Clasp your hands behind your back. Exhale, press down through your knuckles. Lift your heart space. Overhead reach, inhale, extended mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Downward facing dog, exhale. Right leg sweeps to the sky, inhale. Step through your thumbs pyramid. Exhale, plant your back heel down. Find yourself on a little balance beam. Bracing your core strong, your thighs, your butt. Inhale your hands up to the sky. And if you need a little more stability, turn your left toes out wider. Inhale, take your hands behind your back. We're going to stay strong. We're going to keep our spine level as you push your tailbone to the back of your mat. You reach your head to the top of your mat and you stop at your halfway point. So instead of bringing your arms high up to the sky like their devotional warrior, push straight back so they maybe just hover over your tailbone. Lots of balance, lots of wobbles through your ankles, your shins. Keep your feet gripped into the earth. Inhale, release your hands, bend your right knee, forward fold, exhale. Sit into your chair, inhale, hips back, circle your arms overhead, and exhale, stay. Breathe and sink deeper, forward fold, exhale. Halfway lift, chaturanga, work your legs back and down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Left leg, three-legged, sweep it high. Step through your thumbs, plant into your pyramid. Can turn your right toes out if you need it. And then rise, finding balance as you move. Sweep your arms overhead. Squeeze every muscle in your body. Hands come back behind. Clasp or reach. And then push into your tailbone to find your halfway. Horizontal spine. Eyes looking down at your front bottom foot. How's this side compared to the first? Do you notice more wobbles? More stillness? Release your hands, inhale, bend through your left knee. Exhale, forward fold. Sit into your chair. Inhale, hips back, sweep your arms. This time, palms together. Exhale, twist, look to the right. Inhale, reach your hands high. Twist to your left, exhale. Inhale, reach, extended mountain pose. Take your hands high, stretch your legs. Exhale, mountain. Hands come down to your sides. Eagle pose. I'm going to turn to the side. You stay where you're at. Inhale, wrap your right leg around your left. You can tap your toes. You can squeeze just your knees, or you could try to hook. Then you're going to sink low, and you're going to bring your right arm underneath your left to either hug or bind your forearm. So we're sitting strong. Knees flex together. And this is something that we're going to come back to often, not necessarily standing, but just eagle legs. Leave your arms as is. Inhale, straighten your left leg, right knee up. Warrior three, exhale, press your foot back and stop at horizontal. Toes can linger or even touch the floor behind you. Unravel your arms as you bend your left knee, setting your right foot to the floor. Exhale, warrior two. Turn to the right side of your mat, hips and shoulders out, arms reach long. You're going to take a moment, check that your knee is over your ankle. Breathe an extended side angle. Lean as far as you can. Elbow to knee, sweep your right arm overhead. And what I want you to do here is check that we're not pushing our hip high to the sky. Settle it down. You can have less bend where you just come up here, but it's a straight line from your shoulder down rather than putting that hip lift in there. Now let's take our right arm circle to lift your right heel. Take your hands high, lunge. Left knee stays over ankle. Back heel is lifted. Check this out. Inhale, sweep your arms under your thighs, fold. Exhale, hands back up to the sky. Inhale, wrap under. It could be a little wrap. Maybe you just bring your fingers under your thigh. And exhale. The movement occurs in your upper body. Inhale, sweep. Try not to move your bottom half. Exhale, hands up. You've got one more. Inhale, wrap under. Exhale, hands high. Stretch your hands to the top of your mat. Inhale. Forward fold. Exhale, feet step together. Hang your head. Sit into your chair. Inhale, hips back. Sweep your arms, palms together. Exhale, twist to the right, tapping your knee and elbow together. Lift just your arms. Inhale. Twist, elbow to knee, just a tap. Exhale. Arms and legs extend up to the sky. Inhale, full body reach. Exhale, mountain pose. Eagle, standing tall on your right leg. You're going to wrap your left leg around, toes touching the floor. Wrap and touch or sink. Left arm under, round your back. This is all of the reversal that we've had with our heart openers. Closing off your chest, opening your back, your lats. Legs only. Inhale. Warrior three. Exhale. Slide your left leg back as you bow forward. Pause. Imagine your forearms are invisible. You're looking straight down beneath them to see the floor underneath. Keep pulling your back wide apart. Warrior two. Unravel your arms. Bend your right knee. Spiral your left heel down as you take your arms wide, your hips, your shoulders out to the left, dropping down so your knee is over your ankle. We come to extended angle. Lean as far as you can. Elbow to knee as you sweep your left arm to your ear. Revolve, look over your shoulder. And have that reminder to level out your hips so we're not sticking it up. We're going to sweep with our left arm, coming down and around to lift your left heel. High lunge. Everything squares towards the top of your mat, and you have the opportunity to come deeper into your lunge. Arms circle under your thighs. Inhale. Exhale, reach your arms overhead. Inhale, circle under. Exhale, just your upper body moves. Inhale, it can be small as you need it to be. Exhale, one more circle. Exhale, hands high. Reach your fingers to the top of your mat. Inhale. Forward fold. Exhale. Linger here. Take a pause. Shake it out. Hang your head. Give some rocks side to side. Return to chair pose. Inhale, hips back, arms reach, palms together. Exhale, twist to look over your right shoulder. Inhale, arms high. Twist to your left. Exhale. Hands come high. Stay in your chair. Reach your hands. You're going to slide your right leg back. Set up your warrior two. Reach your arms wide. Inhale, extend as far as you can with your left hand. Exhale, side angle. And then you might take hand to ankle, to floor. If you have your block, various heights, press into your block and deepen. Feeling that expansion through your ribs, looking over your shoulder. High lunge. Sweep your right arm. Inhale, lift your right heel. Exhale, settle. For this round, we're going to incorporate more stability. I'm trying to get my block out of the way here for you. Choices. You can lift your left heel without changing your knee. If that feels so wobbly, but you really want that work in your right shin ankle, you could lower your left knee down. Do this down in a low lunge. Or knee and heel down. Or like we did in the first round. Take your pick, and we're going to go for our arm circles. Inhale, wrap your arms around your thigh. And exhale, sweep them overhead. Do we feel how much harder it is to maintain the balance, pushing into just the balls of our feet rather than having the whole surface area of our foot? Inhale, sweep. Power in your left leg. One more time. You got this. Sweep underneath, big to small. Hands come high. Listen, plant your heel, reach your hands downward facing dog. Exhale, left foot to the back of your mat, hips high. You can stay in down dog. Or inhale, lower your forearms to dolphin, where you're going to let the very top of your head skim the floor, almost like a headstand. Option as well, knees. You can be on your knees for either one of those moves, dolphin or down dog. Let's try right leg. Sweep your right leg high into the air. Shift your hips over your shoulders. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, three-legged dolphin or down dog. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, sweep. Exhale, crunch. One more time. Can you open your back ribs, your shoulder blades? Exhale. Downward facing dog. Inhale, feet back. Exhale, press off your forearms. Walk your feet to the top of your mat. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Let's go for the other side. Sit into your chair. Inhale, arms overhead. Twist to the right, breathe out. Inhale, arms overhead. Keep low in your hips. Exhale, twist left. Stay low in your squat. Inhale. Slide your left leg back, warrior two. Exhale, spiral. Inhale, check your knee over ankle, your hips and shoulders out. Extended side angle. Inhale, reach as far as you can. Exhale, elbow to knee. Hand to your ankle, block or floor, keeping the space between ribs and thighs. That's where the work comes in here, obliques and lats. Strength and just holding the pose. High lunge, top hands, circles around, lifts overhead as your left heel comes up. Exhale, lunge. You've got a breath to decide where you'd like to be for this one. Right heel lifted, left heel lifted. Left knee down, or a normal lunge. Let's go, hand circle underneath, inhale. Exhale, sweep high. Inhale, circle. It takes lots of focus, lots of flexion, and not just your leg, but your core, your stomach, your back, your butt. Sweep high. Again, last one. Plant your heel, reach your hands, downward facing dog. Dolphin. Lower your forearms or stay in down dog. You can drop your knees in either one of these moves. Left leg, inhale, hips shift over shoulders. Exhale, set it down. Inhale, lift. Sorry, we're going knee to nose. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, sweep. Crunch it into your nose. Last time, inhale. Knee to nose. Send your foot back to the floor. Child's pose. Keep your forearms down. Just drop your knees, big toes together, and slip your way back to rest. Tabletop. Deep breath in as you roll to your hands and knees. Exhale, knees under hips. Right leg slides back. Inhale, send it straight back. Check this out. Exhale, bend your knee, cross it over your left leg for eagle legs. Inhale, send it straight back. Exhale, cross. Just a little tap of your knee. Inhale back. We're not going to be in a hurry on this one. Exhale, you could just tap the back of your calf if you don't want to cross your knees. Inhale, we're going to do it again on the side. Exhale, cross behind. Inhale, reach your right leg back. We're going to add our left arm. Exhale, you can hold and just maintain your balance. Or inhale, bring your hand and leg wide, opposite directions. Exhale, draw them back in. Inhale, wide. Exhale, front to back. We're going to go through this twice more, trying to move as little as possible in the rest of the body. And that's where your core and your back come in. Inhale out. Exhale in front and back. Tabletop, inhale, reset. Left leg slides back, inhale. Eagle leg, exhale, crunch your knee over the right. Inhale, send it back. Exhale, tap it over or to just your calf. Inhale back. Tap it over. Cross, squeeze your thighs just for that moment. Send your left leg back, keep it back. Right arm, reach it overhead. Take it wide. Inhale, arm and leg out, opposite directions. Exhale, back in. Inhale, little movement as possible. And we're not going to go out super wide. I want you to still feel your outer thighs, your abductors, and your shoulders. Let's go one more. Exhale back in. Puppy pose. Send your knees wide, toes tucked, hands to the top of your mat as you lower your chin to the floor. Your tailbone lifts up and away. Nice arch through your spine. Breathe in and rise, sliding your hands underneath your shoulders. Exhale, downward facing dog. Press your tailbone up and back. Right leg sweeps into the air, three-legged dog. Bend your knee, open your hip, and I want you to hold this three-legged dog hip opener. If you want to take some of the stress off your shoulders, you can drop your knee down to the ground. And we're going to have this time to really focus on opening inner thighs, squeezing your backside, and powering through your upper body. Straighten out your right leg on an in-breath. Wide, low lunge on your out-breath. Step your right foot wide to your pinky. Your left knee comes down, also known as lizard. Here in this lizard pose, you can stay just like this, propped onto your hands, lengthening your left hip flexor, that's the front of your thigh, and your right inner thigh. You could bring your block in, take some of the heat off your shoulders by lifting up even higher. or working your elbows, one or both, down to your block. Maybe forearms all the way to the floor and you use the block as a pillow. I do encourage movement in lizard, swaying right to left. There's a lot of muscles involved in this stretch. And we keep a lot of pent up tension in our hips. So here's your chance to massage some of that out. See if you can excite the muscles that run wide around your hip sockets, down the front of your thighs. Let's return to forearms and then to palms. Tucking your left toes under, you're going to shift your weight forward, then sweep your right leg up and back to three-legged dog or down dog. Need to know, shift your weight forward, single leg pigeon. Lower your right knee, shin and ankle. Lower your left leg down. You can have it straight behind you or bend to the side 90-90. And just the same as our lizard, you can work your way down deeper to the floor. Use your block for comfort, for assistance. Feel free to shift your weight, rock your hips, find a deeper or more effective stretch. You're going to work your hands in beneath your shoulders. Press up onto your palms. Slide your block out from where you might have it. Tucking your toes, shift your weight forward. Lift up and back in your hips for downward facing dog. Your left leg sweeps to three-legged dog. Bend your knee, open your hip, and I invite you to lower your right knee down to tabletop if you prefer. Open your inner thighs. Straighten your left leg. Sweep it wide with an exhale to low, wide lunge. Foot to pinky as your right knee comes down. Don't go straight to where you were on the first side because it might be different. Work through those progressions and feel into this side. Do you incorporate your block for your elbows or your forehead? Do you want to work deeper down to the ground? Maybe shift your weight. Bring a lean into your hips. Find your hands. Slow breaths to get there. Tuck your toes, shift forward. Send your left leg up and back into the air, three-legged dog. Knee to nose, setting up your pigeon, Rajukapatasana. Knee, shin, ankle down, right leg straight back behind or bent 90-90. And you take it where it feels natural to go. Your outer left glutes. That's where we'll feel it the most. If your leg is straight behind, you'll get even more hip flexor. We're going to make our way up to our hands. Coming out of this one differently, though. I want you to press into your palms. Lift your right leg, but bring your hips up just enough to plant your left knee onto the ground. There you can walk your hands to the side of your mat. So we can find either a wide leg child's pose where your knees are really wide, big toes together, or frog, Mandukasana, where you take your toes out. We're going to come down to our forearms. If you're in frog, you're going to stop here on your forearms. Wide-legged child's pose, you're going to slip your hips way back and have the opportunity to melt your heart to the floor or to a block. For those that are in frog, I want you to treat your upper body almost as if you're doing a hover. You're going to pull your belly up and in, and you're going to try to level your shoulders with your hips so your back is perfectly straight. You're going to get the energy in your abs and down your back. Then I want you to just kind of let go into this pose. See if you can bring your knees wider. Shift your weight forward. Just enough that those that are in frog can bring your big toes together, and then walk your hands up towards your body, under your shoulders. Press into your palms to lift your knees, bring them in together, and take a seat, swiveling around. We're going to lie down on your back, and this is where you're going to want to bring your block nearby. Have it close. Grab behind your legs, roll your way down, and just rock side to side a couple times. You can leave your knees here, 90 degrees, or wrap your right leg around your left. Come to find your eagle legs. We're then going to tip our knees to the left side of your mat as you reach your arms out wide. With eagle legs, you're going to have a bigger gap between your knees and the floor. So that's where you could slide your block underneath, bring the floor a bit more up to you. And if your knees are just squeezed together 90 degrees, you might put your block between your knees. We allow this twist, this stretch to originate in your low back. It's going to spread up your spine and along the very top of your thigh if you have your eagle legs. Lift your head up to neutral and use your left hand to help your knees up to the center. Inhale your breath and draw your right knee to your chest as your left leg extends long. And stretch your right leg up to the sky. Hold anywhere behind your leg, your thigh, your calf, your ankle. If you keep a strap nearby, you could hook that along the bottom of your foot. Relax your right leg, bend it into 90, and bring your left leg back into the center. Wrapping eagle legs left around right. Tip your knees to the right side of your mat. Open your arms and look to the left side. Blocks you can slide under if you want it, or between your knees. Give some focus into pressing your shoulder blades flat to the floor. So we keep the twist down low in your hips. And your gaze comes upwards. Right hand helps your legs back to the center. So you might hug your left knee into your chest. Exhale, send your right leg long to the floor. Left leg up to the sky. Single leg hamstring, holding anywhere behind your leg to find comfort. Finding a micro bend into your knee. Bend your left knee. Send both your feet down to the ground near your hips. And here is where you grab for your block, your pillow, your folded blanket, if you have it, and come to supported bridge where you lift your hips and slide your block underneath your tailbone. And this one, you can explore the heights of your block depending on how much lift you'd like in your hips. Keeping it just above your hip, your tailbone. This is going to give us the beautiful stretch of a bridge without having to hold and overly squeeze for the strength of it. Just a nice lift of your torso. Knees higher than shoulders. That's what we're going for here. Now bring your hips off your block. Lower it down to its smallest setting. You're going to let your tailbone come to your block. You're going to take your legs straight up to the sky for waterfall or Viparita Karani. Option to stay right here and just hold your waterfall, letting your arms rest to the side. Or we're going to give our eagle legs another go. Wrap your right leg around your left, just cross your knees. And then you're going to draw in with your left leg, draw your knees up into your body. So it's your left knee pushing your right leg in. You're going to feel a little bit here in the glutes, but you're also going to get the lift in your tailbone so that your back is pressing more into the edge of your block or pillow. And if you want to wrap your arms around the bottom of your thighs, pulling even more, it's the beautiful lift of an Apanasana with your tailbone off the ground. But we find the support of the block to press into. Feeling from your tailbone down the length of your spine to your mid-back. Gently release your legs. Send them back up into your waterfall before crossing your left leg around your right. Pull your right knee in towards your chest. You can hug, keep your hands at your sides. Eagle-legged waterfall with a little hip lift. Unravel, legs coming high. Hands rest at your sides as you find your traditional waterfall. Legs up to the sky, but becoming weightless. So your ankles, your knees are soft. Your hips resting heavy into your block. Visualize the blood in your legs pooling down towards your heart, towards your brain, enriching your mind with fresh oxygen, as well as relaxing your lower half, easing off your joints and your muscles. I invite you to stay here in waterfall, or when it feels right for you, float your legs down to the ground. Slide your block out from underneath your hips and rest your back fully to the floor. Any other variation of a resting pose, legs out long, knees caved together, butterfly or fetus. You could just sit up tall and find an easy seat. Staying withdrawn from the world around you. Focus deeper into your breath. Eyes are closed. Your mind is open. Your body sinking deeper and deeper to the ground beneath you. Let go of your palms, your shoulders, your forehead, your jaw. Surrender completely to this moment. So you're anchored and left with your breath and the flowing energy through your body. And with a more conscious breath in, begin to open and close a fist. Curl and spread your toes. Roll through your ankles and your wrists. And then draw your knees up towards your chest. Wrap your arms around your shins. Rock side to side. You can let your knees tip to one side. Take a moment to cradle your head into your arms. Find this safe place to flutter your eyes open. Become more aware of your space. When ready, press from your top palm to find an easy, comfortable seat. Sweep your arms overhead, palms together, inhale. Exhale through your heart space. Namaste. Thank you for joining me for this yoga practice. If you loved it, like and subscribe down below. Check out my website, fullbodywellnessaz.com. And I will catch you back here next time.